Let's all find some Zen with the bees. Coronavirus is not going away yet, and it's easy to be stressed. But let me suggest that we all need to take a break. So if you can get outside, take a walk, look at a tree, smell a flower. And now let's spend a few minutes to relax and be Zen with the bees. Well, we arrived here with our equipment, and now let's go into the apiary. And we've got some work to do today to take care of the bees. Now, perhaps the two biggest issues in beekeeping today are, number one, dependence of the commercial beekeepers on pollination, and in particular, California almond pollination. And the second threat is varroa mites. So let me spend some time talking about varroa. I'll talk about the pollination issue at another time. So varroa mites have been around for over 30 years, causing quite a bit of problem with beekeepers. And this one is in part man-made of a problem, because what we've done is we've been dependent upon chemicals to get rid of these little pests called varroa. Unfortunately, evolution being the way it is, if you kill 99% of them off, the ones that are left are the ones that are more and more resistant to whatever you're treating them with. And that's been the problem. So the varroa have become more resistant, and that's the main reason for the collapse of colonies and colony death in the United States. Of course, there are many problems, and they're all interrelated, but that's probably pretty prime. So something like 40% of all of the bee colonies died last year in the United States. So it's very important to treat for the varroa. And here we treat with organic treatments, and we use a series of them so that the bees, the varroa can't get used to any particular kind of treatment. And as I said, they're all organic. So why is it so important to help the bees fight varroa mites? Well, the mite is a small arthropod, and varroa destructor, as it's called, is the mite that is an external parasite on honeybees. And this species of mite is a vector for at least 5 debilitating diseases for bees, including something called deformed wing virus that destroys their wings. Now, the varroa mite attacks fat bodies in the bees, and they used to think that it attacked the hemophyte, the bee's blood, but in fact, a research paper published in the National Academy of Sciences in January a year ago proved that in fact it attacks the fat bodies. It's sort of like eating your fatty organs, your liver. And so these are extraordinarily dangerous to the bees, and we have to help them fight them off. If you think about how the mites actually get into the colony, they do hang on to the bees itself, and you've seen some images here. But even worse, they get into the larvae. And how would you like it if these nasty parasites got into your kids' bedrooms? So as a beekeeper, we need to help the bees get rid of these terrible mites that are the worst things causing havoc in bee colonies. So next time, let me show you one organic technique to treat for varroa mite. I hope you enjoyed this social distancing with the bees.